The loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Puts up a three. And it's Doncic missing. And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Brunson, the bounce pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Davis. Fox feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Brunson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is just AD doing what AD does. Dominating the defense there and converting.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Baseline J on the way. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Brunson with a clean look. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down. Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Deep two from Wagner. No good. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take to De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to McDaniels from deep three-point territory. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. It's Fox with the drive. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
It's a big fella. Embiid making it look too easy.
The three for Doncic. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
The offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Fox. Pass to Green. Drills the three-pointer.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Out to the wing. Ball surveying the defense. Those three-pointers off the mark. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Embiid. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Checking in for the Pelicans, number 27, Jamal Murray.
Ball up top. Pass the ball. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Deep two from Murray. Embiid. Ball with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
He hits the second from the line.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Now here's Ingram. Outside, Fox. It's stolen by Adebayo. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Murray. And Ball slams it in.
Getting airborne, Lonzo able to explode off the court and be there for the big alley-oop.
Şengün with a wide open look. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Misses in close.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Ingram missing. The Suns trailing. Doncic left side. Releases from the wing and drills it. 11 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Fox inside the line. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And he sinks the second. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Suns lead by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Pass to Siakam. Paul with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And it's Brunson missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. Good work defensively by Fox. Pelicans leading by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And here's Brunson outside. They get the rebound. Doesn't go that time.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
New Orleans making a switch here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, Phoenix. Allen inside. It's Powell on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Green inside the 3-point line. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Suns. Kawhi Leonard. Luka Doncic.
Johnson right side. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Here's Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the deep.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Pass to McDaniels. Doncic outside. Fox with the steal. Driving to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Pass to Powell. On the wing, Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 3. 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Wagner from long range. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's the break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside, Fox. And Wagner has it in the corner. From downtown, the shot will not fall. Norman Powell. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Adebayo. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range. Fox with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Johnson outside. Back to Doncic. And Davis sends it back. They recover it. Ayton launches a three. And Davis pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And they get one. Now, 1 of 5 here in the third.
And Embiid throws it down.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
And Embiid with the block. And they'll get another chance. Back to Doncic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent. But Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Pass to Davis. The kick out to Fox. The three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And a deep three from Doncic. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And it's Wagner missing. Suns trailed by 12. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Oh, Davis down low.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
First 3 of the half, second of the game, and he heat up.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Brunson scanning the floor. Nice. Brunson working inside.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Şengün with the bucket.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Brunson outside. Brunson with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Three-pointer, Fox. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Suns trail by 12. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
LaMelo using that body control there, making the play off contact.
And the Pelicans miss again. Pass to Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Embiid the screen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 11 points.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Leonard, no luck.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done. Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him to take.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. DeRozan with it. High post, Davis. And they double up Davis. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Well, DeRozan's a threat from anywhere on the floor. Attacking the basket or knocking down the three.
Pelicans leading by 15. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Ball no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
Adebayo. And again, it's the Suns missing. Green draws the double. Inside. The three from Davis. Phoenix grabs the miss. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Misses the three. Here's New Orleans. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Ball slams it in.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
Wagner with it. Now guarded by Ball. And it's Wagner missing. Deflects the pass. Suns trail by 17. And it's LaMelo Ball with the three.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. New Orleans making a switch here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. Thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
That gives him his second three of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Out to Ingram. Back to Şengün. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Offensive rebound.
That is a fierce follow from Ben. You have to get a body on him on the glass.
Ingram right side. The shot from the low post is good. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Doncic. And he drives in. Here's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 11. Now for an update on Jalen Brunson's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Suns. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. And timeout called by Willie Green. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Fox. The putback. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Suns trail by 12. Pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Embiid. Goes back up. Outside Davis. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Fox. Wagner on the wing. Here's Embiid. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Suns running out of time. Doncic outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
All free throws good from Doncic. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to Davis. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Leonard with the steal. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him he's up off the threes.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
And he does get the second one. And that trims the lead to 6.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring, even when he gets bodied up.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Luck.
Back to Fox. Davis sets a screen. Fox with it. Leonard picks him up. Shot clock at 6.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. And Davis pulls it down. And so Fox will bring it up for New Orleans. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the Pelicans miss again. Outside, Ball. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his 3. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A truly...
She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gonna be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic. Put up to the photo, man. Too easy. Y'all go snatch a line. I got a different for different places, different seasons. Plan a position, cutting off too easy. I started off R&B stars right at the band. I have on the west coast, think that I abandoned them. I have in my blood and I can change the climate. I threw the money on it, took the price up like I designed it. Hit with the presidential on the let's get. They like IG in the car. Pop out that night and double R. Film out these in the car. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it too easy. Different for every season, showing me that them feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost,